Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Chelsea, and today we are going to be doing a come book shopping with me. However, I'm going to do it as an Instagram chooses my book shopping haul. So I have got 8. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's 8. 3. Yeah, 8. I've got 8 books that I'm going to post on Instagram, and I'm going to put polls up. And Instagram, I'm going to choose what books I buy. So this is going to be like a 2-part video. I will change in a minute to me either buying the books. I'll come back, tell you which books I'm going to buy, and then I'll come back again with the books that I did buy. So that'll be pretty cool. So I'm just going to run you through the books that I've got. I'll put a picture here of the cover, and obviously this will have already gone live. So if you follow my Instagram, you would have seen these polls. Thank you very much for voting. If you haven't, all my social links are always linked down below. A little bit of a self-promo, but it is what it is. So the books that we're gonna put up, I need to figure out like what I need to put against each other. I think we're gonna do Iron Crown versus Burn Red Skies. Then we're gonna do A Touch of Light against We Men of Ash and Shadow. And then we're going to do The Fangs of War against Shadows of Ivory. And then I've got like a little bit of a wild card. And that is going to be On Lavender Tides or Legends and Lattes. So both of these books are ones that I've seen people talk a lot about. And they interest me, but I don't know if I'm going to love them, because like Legends and Lattes is like a love story, and I think On Lavender Tides is kind of like a Pokemon kind of inspired thing. So both of them are not like top priority on my TBR or on my list of things to buy, but I thought why not put a wild card in. So that is what we're going to do. And they're all going to go against each other, and it's going to be a load of fun, and then I will be back shortly to tell you what books we are going to be buying, and then at the end when I get the books I'll tell you what these books are about. But I am spelling this out like it's going to be so long, but for you, like, the next clip will literally be me telling you what books won. So I will be back probably tomorrow morning. It won't be the full 24 hours, but I'll be back tomorrow morning to tell you what books we're going to be buying, and then I'll be off to buy them. So I will see you with the results. Hello, this is a different day, and I am here to tell you the results of the, the polls that I did on Instagram for this lovely book haul. So what we will do is we will go through what won and the percentages of how they won, and then when we get the books we'll go through what every book is about. So this shouldn't take too long. But let me just load my archive. Okay, so pick 1 was between The Iron Crown and Burn Red Skies, and Burn Red Skies won with 62%, so we'll be getting that one. Then we had We Men of Ash and Shadow versus A Touch of Light, and A Touch of Light won with 61%. Then we had The Fangs of War against Shadows of Ivory, and Shadows of Ivory won by 58%, that's pretty close. And then finally our wild card, we had On Lavender Tides or Legends and Lattes, and Legends and Lattes won with 79%, so that's pretty cool. However, since doing this, I know that I can no longer buy Legends and Lattes anywhere because the author has been picked up by Tor Books, I think. So you can no longer buy their book. It's coming out again in like November, I think. So I won't be able to read it, and I might pre-order it or put it in for another wildcard if I ever do this kind of thing again, because I think this is great fun. But I'm gonna choose a different book. So can I see the information on these, because I would love to know the information, if that makes sense. But insights, that's probably a good one to look at. Okay, it's not telling me like who really wins, if that makes sense, but let's look at the archive quickly again. So Iron Crown has 38%, We Men of Ash has 39%, Fangs of War has 42%, and on Lavender Ties has 21%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the Fangs of War then as well. So I'm still buying 4 books, and I will and I'll pick that one because it's got the highest percentage out of everyone who voted for it. So that works, right? And that's pretty good because I actually couldn't decide. The reason I put Fangs of War against Shadows of Ivory is because I couldn't decide which one I wanted to read more and which one I wanted to buy. So I'm just going to have to buy both. So there you go. There are all of the things. I would buy on Lavender Tides, however, I have not heard the best feedback about it, so I don't really want to buy a book that I'm definitely not going to enjoy. So the next time you will see me, I will have these books in my hand and we will do a bit of an unhaul, so that will be what's coming next. So I'll see you when the books arrive. Hello. It is now, this feels really weird, I feel like I should be vlogging, but I'm not vlogging. I'm here to finish off this book shopping video with me. I have got books. I got 2 from Amazon because I couldn't find them anywhere, and to be fair, I did try, but I just couldn't find them anywhere, and 2 from the Black Dragon Books indie online store, which I have an affiliate link down below if anyone cares. Obviously gives me like a tiny bit of commission if you buy books through there, but either way, their store is fantastic. They do so many cool discounts, and it's just really nice to support an indie author. So yeah, go check them out, with or without the link, doesn't really matter. Right, I partially opened this box because it arrived at my house and I wasn't sure if it was for this, but I've checked and it is. So you can now officially see, I have told you, I've told you what has won, I'm sure I have. In which case then, I'm going to show you the books and then read the description. Oh, I don't know what it is about indie books, but they're always pretty much matte and it's just so nice. Ooh, 2 of them are here. Right, okay. So the first one was A Touch of Light by Tiago Abdallah, and this is book 1 in the Ashes of Avaran series. It's very cool. So this says, how far would you go to resurrect someone you love? Would you change who you are to show you belong? The world of Avaran is tearing itself apart. The domain worships life. Its leaders lead eternal lives, and death is a shame that must not be mourned. But for the clans to the south, death is all that keeps the earth alive. Adrian is a prince of one of the domain nations. Church teaching says his grief is forbidden, but he will stop at nothing to return his loved ones to worthiness, even if it means sacrificing his own. Lynn is a rogue elite warrior hiding from her past, but now an old enemy is rising and running is no longer an option. Nasha is a gifted hunter hiding a terrible secret. A lifelong outcast, she desperately fights for belonging in the Ronar, a proud southern clan, yet a changing world threatens more than just her status in the community. But now a terrifying foe creeps nearer, and the people of Avarian must fight to save it, before death comes for them all. Dive into this sweeping epic fantasy saga where religion and politics are one, magic brings terror into the hearts of men, and a looming blight threatens to tear everything down. So I've read the novella that comes in this series, and it is a prelude to Ashes, and you can read it either before or after you've read this. I've already read it, so I feel like I'm hoping it gives me an insight into this book, which I am very excited to get to. Oh, okay, there's not only like maps at the front, but there's like a full-on list of characters and organizations and places right at the front, so you actually can see it, so you can figure out who's what and all that fun stuff. So there's book 1, and then book 2 that I got from Black Dragon is Burn Skies Red, which I know Luke, if you're watching, absolutely loved this book, and he said, he did even message me and goes, and said, I really hope that this wins because it's such a good book. And I think it's a duology, I think. But yeah, it sounds it sounds really cool. So it says it starts with a rift that burns 1,000 scars into the sky, and it makes the winds stop. It makes the stars go dark. It awakens an ancient beast, and with it a new rain of blood. It is the summoning, and at the heart of it is fire. When the summoner's army blazes through her village, Dove is forced into hiding. Torn from everything she knows, she begins training in the elements with only one goal in mind: to find her brother. She just needs to get past the summoner's army. But how can she slay a dragon that is already dead? Already dead? What? And then I got 2 from Amazon because I couldn't find them anywhere else, which is a shame, but it is what it is. Will you evacuate the box? 1. I didn't realise Wraithmark did this one. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. So this one is The Fangs of War by E.J. Dobble, and this is the Blood and Steel Saga Book 1. Oh, it's a little bit battered. Amazon, what are you playing at? Anyways, yeah, so this is book 1. Again, nice and matte. I have actually just been told that I have been chosen, words aren't coming because I'm tired, it's after work. I've been chosen to read the novella that this author is coming out with, and I'm very excited. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna read that first or if I'm gonna get to this first. We'll just see how it all falls. But this says, on a silent shore in a distant land, the world was coming to an end. After the brutal execution of Provence's king by the roving forces of Taraz, a new military government vaults into power with the nefarious Alvaraz at the helm. Hell-bent on bloodshed and the glory of an imperial past, he amasses the largest army seen in a generation and plunges the 2 nations into a bloody war against the will of the god-like being known as the All-Mother. Kovara, a general of the army at odds with her superiors over the war, is ground under the heel of the scheming commander Revek and betrayed by her own people, left for dead on a distant shoreline. Saved by a passing ship and taken to the other end of the world, she is plagued by visions of a white void and a figure known as the Shadow Woman, who begins to unravel the true nature of the war, a conflict not only of men but also of gods alike. In a story of hope, power, greed and hatred, all are driven mad by the enemy within, none are safe from the fangs of war. That sounds so good. So good. And then the other book that I got from Amazon also follows the dark theme. And this is Shadows of Ivory, book 1 of the Godforged Chronicles by T.L. Greylock and Bryce O'Connor. So this was the... This one was the wild card? You'll have seen. And this is one that I've seen everywhere and I really want to read. Actually, they all are. So I really want to read all these books. So this one says, an undying king, a relic of rune-carved bronze and ivory flames, a war for powers only a god could fathom. In the centuries since rising up against a cruel, twisted dynasty, the 7 cities have done much to move past their horrid histories, the memories of ancient monarchs who once fed on the life and blood of their own people. Those with the talent for magic are no longer hounded and slain. The lands beyond the cities are safe, spared the atrocities of the Alicicans once wrought upon them. For 300 years there has been peace. Then Esca de Caraval, I know a book called that, head of the prestigious Firenzia company, finds herself framed for murder. Soon hunted for the strange bronze disc she most certainly did not steal, Esca is forced to pit both wit and blade against all manner of adversaries who would eagerly see her dead. An assassin in the shadows, a monster in the deep, a rival looking to burn her alive. From sword and fang and flame, Esca must defend herself, struggling all the while to prove her innocence and unravel the mysteries of a dangerous artifact. But unbeknownst to Esca and her enemies, the cruelest of those tyrants of old is stirring in his grave. Dun dun dun. Sounds so good, doesn't it? Honestly, these books, indie authors sure know what they're doing. I'm pretty sure this is indie. Either way. So there are the 2 that I got from Amazon. So I have now got 4 lovely books to add to my indie collection, which hopefully I will get to at least one of them this month, but I'm not too sure. I'm not making too many plans at the minute. But yeah, I'm just happy, you know, when I find new authors and new books that I want to read and all that fun stuff. I mean, the only sad thing now is that I want to quit my job and just read them all, but I don't get paid to read, which is very sad. These are all, most of them are massive. Look at that. Oh, they're so cool. And they're all matte and they feel lovely. So yeah, there you go. There is, put them down. There is the end of Come Book Shopping with me. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the fact that if you've watched this, you probably had an input into choosing these books. If you voted for them on Instagram, if you like this video and you want me to do more like of Instagram controls my life, book buying habits, that sort of thing, let me know in the comments. Like, I'd love to know. But otherwise, that's everything for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a like. Really supports me on my channel. Leave me a comment down below of if you like these videos and something that you think I should read, I don't know. And if you just want to leave me an emoji, leave me like a postal emoji, like I don't know, a box or a letter or something, because obviously everything was shipped and it wasn't done in person. Maybe I could do one of these in person, but I just don't know how that would work because obviously there would be a time limit. I'll have a think. But yeah, do that. And if you want to see more of me and all the content that I'm coming out with, please consider subscribing down below and ring that notification bell. I'm uploading every single day in the month of August for what I am calling VEDA2. I hope you have enjoyed the content so far. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, there is a playlist linked below with everything that has been uploaded so far. Make sure you go and check it out. By the time this goes up, at least a week's worth of content will have gone live, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I hope you're liking it. Like I said, if you are, then please consider like subscribing and liking and commenting and all that fun stuff just to show me that you're there, I guess. That'd be really cool. But otherwise, that is everything for today's video. I hope you're having an amazing day and I will see you tomorrow for another video.